Greetings and salutations on this fine Friday, November 4th, 2022, and the pristine days, picture perfect weather of fall have arrived. Of course, they've been here for a couple of weeks here, but after a couple of cold snaps, we're back to normal fall weather, and it's just fucking magnificent out here. Anyway, so this weekend is a little uncertain as far as time devotions are concerned. I know I'm going to be feeding some of these leaves to the biogas digester as I think he's hungry. Still don't see the bag filling up very much, so probably does want to eat. Also, I changed my oil on the truck after unloading all the pallets for this week. I had a pretty decent load. I'll be running the wood chipper here pretty soon, so I can continue the slow progress of covering up all the areas I want to have covered, and hopefully what will ultimately amount to a foot of wood chips, and that will starve out all those fucking weeds. So and then Sunday I've got friend Miles coming by. He's going to do some shooting, so he's got a AR-15 and a .338 Lapua, which is a fucking cannon. So I think my new modifications here will actually provide a pretty decent range for us. But I'm also going to spend a good amount of time this weekend clearing this last segment of bush, opening this up a little bit, and our little tripod for the range is right there. And we've got a nice steel target hanging off that son of a bitch, and it's fun to lay rounds into and slam lead into and make a lot of noise. So anyway, for this week, a lot of the plants are doing great. I have some new sprouts here, not as many as I'd like to see. The cabbages are doing okay. I failed dismally on the cabbages. The new zucchini plants are coming up, and they're having a good time. The kiwis, no, is this kiwi? Yes, this is kiwi. The kiwi seems to be kicking ass, having a great time here in the greenhouse. And of course, slow but steady progress, and we want to fill this whole greenhouse up with sweet greenness and make ourselves successful and independent. I also had a thought this weekend, and I've been discussing it for a while, is actually building up some wall planters for the strawberries, since we have been extraordinarily successful with strawberries each season. But the critters like to get to them, and they spread out, and then they die, and so on and so forth. And we have a bit of a challenge having strawberries maximize their output. So I've seen a whole bunch of interesting instances where people have taken pallets and lined the inside of the pallet with weed cloth, and then fill that space, that void, with soil, good planting soil, which we have an abundance of here, and basically take the shoots and runners off of each strawberry plant them in the wall garden. And they seem to be able to produce an enormous amount of wonderful produce. So I'm going to try that this weekend. What I've done here to create this well for soil in the pallet was cut lengths of the weed cloth, roughly the length of the pallet, and then I will fold this over like so, and tuck it in to this slot here. And it fits in pretty nicely, so I'll shove her in here and staple up the sides, slice little corners in there so it is a nice mating surface. And what we should be left with is a nice empty hollow that is surrounded with weed cloth, and I'm going to attach some chicken wire to the back. You can see, I think the weight of the soil is going to give some problems there, but here for the front end, where I expect to have the strawberries come out, I believe should work quite nicely. So there you have it. And I don't know how long it's going to take me I just went through there and weeded a bunch. I want the onions to grow, but everything else needs to die off. Oh, let's see what else. Yeah, not a tremendous amount going on this weekend. The blueberries back against the fence are doing great. The figs are doing great. The elderberry, I think, is had enough for this year, especially after the move, and he lost all his leaves on the move from Raleigh to here. So I guess he'll spring back to life next year in the spring, hopefully, if we're all still alive and well. Yeah, just a nice, leisurely, beautiful weekend here in Oxford, North Carolina, in pursuit of freedom and independence, or rather the exercise of freedom in the pursuit of independence. And we'll take some pictures and videos and updating stuff along the way. And, man, if you're watching this video and it's a beautiful day outside, like today, get off the video and go outside and play. But if you're stuck inside, then I implore you to enjoy the peace of nature.